Good morning, YouTubers. I got another video this morning. Um, this one here is going to be called pretty much going hard every day, and God's going to put the right person on your path to be the missing puzzle to your blessing or your door open. So whatever your goal is, wherever you're trying to go in life, and it seems to be impossible to get there, or it's taking longer than what you expected, don't get to the point where you stop doing what you're currently doing because what you're chasing is not seeable. You keep pushing it, you keep going. I give you an example for myself. Um, this was a couple years ago where I was chasing to get in the wheelhouse to be at least be a full coverage steersman to be able to do what I'm doing now, which is being a mate pilot, which in the process of getting my master's to move up to relief captain and all that. So I'm on the boats and I already got my steersman license, but I'm not a covered steersman, which means I'm still decking and steering. Um, which means I'm still a senior mate. I'm not full time in the wheelhouse. I'm just being able to get a little training in here and there whenever I can outside of what I'm already doing, whether it's tow work or whatever the case may be. Um, but I'm not covered. So as time, continue to go on and on, I started to get frustrated. I started to get aggravated. But I only had those emotions in my room. When I came out that room, I was Anthony Treadwell, the senior mate. I was on it every day, no matter what it was. Everything had to be top notch. Everything had to be done. Um, just as the job title describes it, to be done, because I knew that everything that I put my name behind, everything I put my hands on, um, it's getting looked at, it's getting scrutinized and all the rest. So the point of this video is I was talking to one of my deckhands before and just pretty much letting him know, if you want to go from senior deckhand to a lead man, you got to go hard every day, and he was like, man, everybody can't go hard every day like you, Ed. And I said, why the hell not? And, I didn't really get, a response that's worth talking about, but I broke it down to him like this, and I gave him semi testimony to reason why you can. And I told him, I know you can go hard every day because, in my opinion, if you don't go hard every day, imagine time passing by and you living a hard ass life every day. It's one or the other. Either you go hard every day or you live a hard ass life every day. And that's just how my brain thinks, one or the other. Ain't no in between. So, and another thing I always tell my day can't you probably seen one of my videos. Um there's two lives out here. You got the Roman noodle lifestyle, you got the steak lifestyle. Figure out which one you want. And I like steak. I like the Ruth Chris and the Mortons. The L with the KW and all them other places. I like to eat good. But to eat good, hey, you got to put in that work. You got to be where you need to be financially to support everything around you and to be able to do that. So what I told him was, even when I was getting overlooked, when people were saying, oh, Ant Man, we're gonna go to the office, let them know, man, you're a hard ass worker. We feel like you'd be a great candidate to be able to get in the wheelhouse and drive these boats, and all that was bull, all that was talk. So time went by. I got more aggravated. I got my brain got clustered. Until I came across a guy named Greg. Um, Never met this dude a day in my life. He come on the boat and was only on there 2 weeks. And we didn't really talk like that, but we talked enough where an impact was made on both ends. And to kind of speed the story up, he seen what my work ethic was. I told him my situation, trying to get in the wheelhouse, kind of getting dicked around or whatever. And the position that God had him going to was in connection to blessing me. And neither one of us knew it. Um, but he told me, if you ever needed me and things ain't working out where you at, give me a call. A lot of people say that. As I just said before, oh, and we gonna go to the office, we gonna tell them, we gonna do da 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 da. So it's just like, man, it's another dude talking. But like I said, I kept going hard because I seen other people while they were failing at their current job because they was aggravated for not being where they wanted to be. They just shitted on the current position, and that's not what it is. That's not what you do. You continue to keep doing what pays the bills while still chasing what you want for the increase. So anyway, the guy ended up leaving the boat, and he was ended up supposed to come back, but he ended up having another position that I was talking about earlier to get promoted to. He ended up getting a position. More time went by on my end where I'm still on deck. I'm not even in the wheelhouse yet. And I called him. I said, "Hey man, it's not looking like no time soon, and that assistance that you said you were willing to give, I'm gonna need it." He said, "Man, I got you. Just easy as that." Um, he told me the pretty much the sacrifice I would have to make. I would have to get a pay and cut. So then I started scratching my head, and I'm like, "Oh damn," you know. I already got my bills on a certain level, and although I want this dream, I don't want my bills cut. I mean, I don't want my pay cut because I mean that bike I'm already riding heavy as hell already. So now if you cut my pay, now it's almost like a big dump load of trash on a bike going up a hill. I'm gonna have to work 10 times harder. But then I had to make my mind up. How bad do you want it? You know? Are you willing to make this sacrifice for the ultimate goal? And I was. So I slept on it. I thought about it. I prayed on it. And I ended up having to make that move. But before I made that move, just to get you the understanding of it still wasn't as simple. Me leaving where I was to go where he was, it wasn't considered, although within the same company, it wasn't considered a transfer. It was considered quitting one place to go to another. And at the end of the day, I don't know this guy. His word couldn't have been as golden as it seemed. But keep in mind, when you're in need, or some may call it desperate, you will move, you know, in a place that you don't need to move without understanding that, hey, this could f up everything you got. And I'm a calculator thinker. I think about like chess. I think about every move I make before I make it because I have a family that they looking at me to get it every day. So any miscalculation, I'm taking away from the table, and I'm taking away from where we could be 10, 15, 30 years down the road. So it became it got to the point where I ain't gonna lie, I got anxiety because I wasn't even sleeping on watch because I'm thinking, man, if I make this move, and then he talking about a pay cut, what if he ain't this, and I make this move over here, I could fuck up everything the hell I currently got now. So I had to pray on it. And I'll tell you exactly what I prayed. I told God, I said, I don't know if this is the right move. I don't know if this is real, but I said I need you to show me. Show me that this is real. I said, I will pursue making this move. But I said, if it is not for me, I said, put something in my path, or just have whatever to be like a roadblock that gives me a sign this is not it. I promise you, no roadblock. I called him. Dude made the transfer. I was able to cross over. I did the time that I needed to do to learn this other side. I end up getting cut loose in the wheelhouse, being on my own watch, driving boats. That was a big blessing to me and my family. And I'm very thankful for that. But see, going back to the person that I told you that I told that story to, I let him know, what if that was the day or those days that he was on those boats, on that boat that I was on, that I was just, you know, oh man, fuck this, man. They playing me. Or, I'm not able to get where I'm trying to be. I'm mad. No, when you do that, you playing yourself, because God is always looking. And he always has somebody else that's going to be a part of your puzzle. They the missing puzzle. But if you, man, I ain't working, bump this. They playing me. When you have that attitude and when you act like that, you playing yourself. Because those days that he was on the boat, I could have laid down. I could have been, I ain't doing that. And he could have been looking at me, because when you think people are not looking, they looking. And when you done prayed on something and you back out, trust me, God's looking, and whoever was a part of the puzzle, they looking. And as soon as you mess up, you done counseled yourself out. But see, I couldn't counsel myself out. I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted to be. So the point of this video is, no matter what, go hard every day at whatever you do, and wherever you're trying to go, you keep going. No matter how long it take, you keep going. Cause I promise you, the time that you think you missed, he gonna give you that blessing back double. So you keep going and you keep pushing, because I think now, if I would have gave up, if I would have said, man, the hell with this, I would still be on that deck seeing them hot ass summers. I would still be on that deck seeing them cold ass winters. I would still be on that deck seeing people pass me by and living a life that I knew that I was capable of being in. Living a life of providing for their family the way I wanted to provide for mine and more. Don't miss out on your blessing. You go hard every day, because, like I said, back to it, if you don't go hard every day, you're going to live a hard ass life every day. And I've seen it. I've seen guys where currently now I'm 29 years old. Matter of fact, they got guys that's 50 and 60 that somewhere down the road they miscalculated and they taking orders from me. And I don't like to use it that way, because on that boat, whatever boat you want is more so like a family, in my opinion. So I don't like to look at it that way. But when you break it down, that's what it is. Somewhere down the road somebody miscalculated, and it just made it that much harder when time keep going on and you haven't done what you needed to do. It's hard to climb that mountain because the requirements change like clockwork. So what once was the requirements, not no more. And now the age you at, you ain't moving at the speed you need to be at to get up that mountain. So go hard every day, because you never know who's watching. You never know when God's gonna put the missing puzzle to your puzzle around you. And if that's the day you lay down, that's the day you miss out on your blessing. Take care.